Welcome to Norfolk, Virginia, home of the Old Dominion Monarchs, and close to a full house here as fans are eagerly anticipating this clash we have in store. Today, a showdown of a couple of foes from the Sun Belt. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Old Dominion Monarchs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Mountaineers will kick it off to get us underway. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Old Dominion's offense is on the field for the first time today. And here he comes. This offense is built completely around the talents of this running back, a rare commodity in today's game, and all eyes are on it.
And the defense knows it too. You know every single snap, this defense is going to be keying on this running back, knowing that he is the key to the offense's success.
To the air on first down. He's right on target. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Big choke play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the grab at the 25, and there's room. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. He dialed up a beauty on that last one. It got him inside the red zone. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 16. Makes the grab. It's McLeod. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give out of the gun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Monarchs headed quickly to the line. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, ODU. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Tight end getting vertical. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. The Monarchs have pushed it inside the 20. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it, open.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Line gets set, 1st down. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion.
This offense is so good, and they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The Mountaineers come to the line in the hurry-up. It'll be a draw. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Off play action. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. You know, the entire concept of the play action fake is to slow down the rush. Didn't work.
No, they didn't bite on it, which was great defense. They didn't bite on it. They knew it wasn't a run. Played pass, continued to get to the quarterback and get the quarterback on the ground.
Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Jones to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Mountaineers have their offense in high gear.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The throw. Snags it over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Feeling some heat. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Monarchs! The defense with the scoop and score. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there, Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy, what a special victory. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Wide out in motion. Looking for a crease. It's Ramsey. Rams him with the stiff arm. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They've just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The Mountaineers want to pick up the tempo. They're going to run it to the right. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They want to get this defense on its heels. Movement here from the tight end. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Fires downfield. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buys a little time with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. The Mountaineers are in the red zone. Jones wants to throw it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. They go to the ground. Give him 6 on the play. They'll mark it at the 9. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On the ground with the counter. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the 1st quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Trying play action. They're bringing heat. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, App State.
It's a phenomenal effort on 3rd down by the QB, but how about the blocking? When that play broke down, look at the receivers running routes. They all of a sudden turned around, and they went and got some blocks to help out their QB. You gotta love it.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you've played a lot of plays, you get worn out. You need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Leaves it with the running back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Fast motion from the offense. Grabbed behind the line. It's McLeod. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's McLeod. That'll be enough for a 1st down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different personnel groupings and shifts and motions to give their offensive success on 3rd down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Now on 2nd down. Gives it to the back on the draw.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. He makes the connection. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. And the Monarchs come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off right at the goal line. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. And the Mountaineers in the hurry-up. Back to the ground with the running back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. They'll try to get it through the air. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Mountaineers will bring the punt team onto the field. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, ODU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Appalachian State regains possession and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty damn quickly.
I love the quick decision that QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on third and long from the 28. Jones to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. And the Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out fast. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. The Monarchs want to move quickly. He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Lawrence. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this third and short. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The aerial assault continues. He's got it and still on his feet. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Now on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires and picked off. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Going up top on 1st down. Might be looking to run. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like, this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-two. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. They'll give it to the back. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Mountaineers decide to punt it away. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are...
It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Monarchs will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Jones wants to throw it. Still looking, on the move. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
Makes a move. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. The run from the shotgun. It's a fumble. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in their hand, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hand off from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Back open in the middle. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after that completion. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
Wide receiver shows motion. They believe they can run right here. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation, now it becomes an easier situation because you couldn't get him on the ground.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
How about the defensive end understanding football? Understanding that I got to keep outside contain. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through the conversion.
A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. On the ground, it's Ramsey. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Some misdirection with the counter. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And on offense, you know this is 4-down territory. You have to come away with a touchdown. You're getting boat raced in this game right now, and you're going to have to make this possession count.
Yeah, definitely because of the slow start, now putting yourself behind the 8 ball. I think this offense is going to have to be aggressive the rest of the game.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Into the end zone, and he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Appalachian State. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 17, set to kick off.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. ODU ready to send the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
He's going up top. He's got it at the 30. Off he goes. Touchdown, Monarchs! And the punishment has been extended. If this dude were a kitchen knife, he would be slicing tomatoes so thin your in-laws would never come back to your house.
Well, that'd be a good thing. I don't know if I want my in-laws to come back anyways, but he's been on fire. He's been absolutely torching this defense. They've had absolutely no answers for him.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the run, it's Ramsey. At downfield. He's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Here's the handoff. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. Pickup of one. It's down at the 11. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. The offense set for a 1st down play. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. And QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He's going for it all. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. Guys, Old Dominion has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Monarchs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Got it! Touchdown, ODU! And the pummeling has... They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And the extra point was good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Old Dominion 49, App State 14.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. And after that last turnover, David, prime example, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
And it just puts you behind the 8 ball. I mean, this offense has to do something, put it together. You got a deficit, Palmer. You need some mojo. Something needs to go your way.
At this point of the game, they've got to score touchdowns every time they have possession.
Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain. It makes life really easy on me on second down.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Wolf. Makes the grab, and he's dragged down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on him, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And the Mountaineers will punt it away on 4th down. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Old Dominion has the ball back. The Monarchs will send the offense onto the field. They think there's room to run to the right here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming.
He'll off one deep down the left side. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Touchdown, Old Dominion. And the beatdown has ensued. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Michigan came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Dropping back, it's Kamara. Trying to get to him. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Getting some heat. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. He just terrorizes quarterbacks, his 30th career sack.
And that's an amazing number, 30 sacks, because a lot of guys get sacks early in their careers, and then coordinators figure it out and then start double-teaming them and sliding and chipping, and then their numbers come down. This guy, though, David, has never stopped.
And it's got nothing but green ahead. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
Got his man quickly.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The completion short of the sticks, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Mountaineers are marching down the field. They're going to throw it again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Kamara. Coming after him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw. Never gave his receiver a chance.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that now.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be... just to drain the rest of the time away. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the Monarchs are in the hurry-up. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 25.
And that's what I love about this offense, man. They run the football and get first downs. They throw the football and get first down. So much balance. That's why they're the #2 offense in all of college football getting first downs. They are...
Can anyone catch him? And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. The Monarchs will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got him downfield. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here at the end of the game.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that pass picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now...
Oh, picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Timeout called by the defense, and the clock is stopped with 18 seconds left. After that completion, move the chains. Now 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on 1st down.
Complete to the back. Picks up 7.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking for a man. It's Kamara. Got his man. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Just complete and utter dominance in this.